Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the ones, the onlys, Miss Adja Toure and Miss Kacey Margo.
Hello, hello. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. I mean, listen, welcome behind the velvet rope. Welcome to Bravo. Welcome, Real Girlfriends in Paris. Welcome.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
How is it? Like you filmed this and now it is finally here. It is out in a few days. Like, has the excitement set in? I'm so excited. I watched the pilot. I am obsessed.
Oh my God. It's surreal, honestly. Like, I feel like, a year ago, almost to the day, I was making moves to go to Paris. And then a few weeks in, I'm like, what? You want me on a TV show? Like, is it the TV show Punk'd? Like, what is happening?
Ashton, where are you?
But yeah, that was a good Sharpay Evans. I got that reference. But yeah, it's been amazing. And like, it's so good to see everyone's support and just like excitement and shared, like, I just can't wait. J-ats. Like, that's like how everyone feels. And I don't know, it's just like, I can't wait.
Are you guys doing anything to celebrate when the show premieres?
I think as right now, I'm in Paris. So I think me and the rest of the girls who are here at that moment are going to get together and like pop a bottle of champers and like, look in a mirror for 45 minutes. So we're excited. We're still scrambling to plan it because you know us, but we always find a way to get back together.
Are you guys
in New York right now? So
you are.
I'm doing a little premiere party with some like friends and family who live in the area or like coming in from out of town at a French restaurant down here. So I was like, just keep it cute. Keep it cute.
Do you have any plans to go back to Paris? Or are you kind of bopping all over now?
Yeah, I've been traveling a ton. So I am heading back to Paris in a few weeks, actually. And then I have another trip within that to Germany, and I have another trip within that to Dubai, and then back to Paris, and then back to New York. So the jet setting just never stops.
And you're still in Paris.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, you're both from the US. So, you grew up. Did you watch reality TV? Like, were you big reality TV fans before this?
Interesting enough, I still to this day have never seen like an entire episode of Real Housewives. I'll like walk in and my dad will be like, be quiet, he's throwing hands. And I'm like, what do these words mean? But now he's downloaded me. I know who's who. But I was a little bit into like Love Island and all that stuff, more like, our age, because I'm excited to see like people our age that I can kind of relate to compared to the Housewives. So yeah.
I was always like a huge Bachelor franchise fan. I have watched almost every single season. I have watched like the Paradise and the Winter House, and then on the Bravo side, like I watched like The Hill started off on MTV, but obviously like that's still like one of my favorites. Like We Are the Girls Who Went to Paris. Sorry, Lauren. And I also like Housewives. I live in New York. I've run into Countess Luann. Like I have literally like I still get starstruck even though I'm like I can play it cool. I do not play it cool. Apparently, never meet your stars. I promise.
One claim I have is that one time I was in an Uber, and back when your drivers could message you, he told me I looked like Garcelle Beauvais, and I ran with that. If you search Garcelle Beauvais in my tweets, that tweet will pop up.
Being compared to Garcelle is a great thing. Did you ever?
For me, I was like, thank you, sir. I will take that and I'll put it in my pocket and I'll pull it out in 8 years. Like what?
Well, now that you're on Real Girlfriends in Paris, why don't you tweet at Garcelle and tell her this story? And
I will retweet my tweet and be like, at Garcelle, I give French lessons. I know your kids probably speak French because you do too, but like, if you want them to actually practice, I'm your girl.
What about you, Adja? Like when you ran into Countess, did anything exciting happen, or did you just say a quick hello?
When I say ran into, I was actually at a party with her. It was for a Cornell event back in like 2018. So she was there like all night, and I was like popping bottles with Countess Luann. Like it was a really exciting moment. Waka Flocka was there too. Like it was like the most hodgepodge Cornell event I'd ever been to. It was honestly like a it's like what's it called? A liminal space.
Yeah, it's honestly any like New York or LA event. At a club, I was like, I'm right in here, and Vanderpump Rules was filming next to us, and I was like, okay, all right, cool, like.
And before we move on and talk more about this great show, your father watches Real Housewives of Atlanta and you don't?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kacey.
My father watches Atlanta. He watches Dubai. He watches Potomac. There was he like picks and chooses, but like real men watch Bravo. I learned that phrase today, and I'm gonna keep saying it.
It's great to know that he's a fan of Bravo.
Yeah.
So, knowing what reality TV was, like you said, The Bachelor and The Hills, and, did you guys have any reservations, with putting your lives out there on reality TV?
I think for me, the one thing that what sold it for me, I guess, was the fact that when I was asking questions, I was like, how does this work? Like, are you guys watching me like bayang? Like, what are the boundaries? And because obviously like Love Island, it gets like really, really raunchy. And I was just kind of like worried about putting my name on something like that. But the confidence that they put in me, which was, this is like more docuseries-esque than just like traditional reality television. And it's your story, so you can show as much or as little as you'd like to, whether it be skin or, vulnerable emotion. And yeah, so I kind of like sat on it and I was like, obviously I have to do this. Like, I need to take this risk. Like, whatever comes out of it, I think I'll make it work. Like, I'm a smart girl, good head on my shoulders, like whatever happens, happens. And this will just be like either a blip that was a really cool experience, or it'll turn into something really big and, carry on with my life.
Absolutely. What about you, Kacey?
So I, of course, had a little bit of skepticism, but the way that I found out about the show was that they told me that they had seen my TikTok. And I was just on TikTok, as a joke. I was like, I'm almost 30. I do not need a TikTok. But okay, some of these videos are funny. I come home from work one day and I was like, let me just tell the story about how I got hit by a taxi. And I was like, that was cute. Put my phone down, go to sleep. Wake up the next morning, has 11 million views. I have 200,000 followers. I was like, and they're going back through my old videos, her brother is weird. Oh, her dog is ugly. And I'm like, oh, yo, what's going on? So I'm a little bit used to. I'm a little more ready now. So even when they came to me like this, I was like, okay, it's just a bigger scale. So I just gotta be a big girl and do it big time.
So you really have your TikTok and almost getting hit by a taxi to thank for your Bravo celebrity status.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much.
What was the best thing about